Hey YouTube. I had, I guess, our first play date like at my house today, and it was nice. It was lovely. It's just, I feel like I fell on my face a bit, just because I didn't host quite as well as I normally would. So what you're doing with me right now is you are making, I mean, why just save a little bit, because this stuff wasn't super sweet. You are making wild honeysuckle lemonade. I'm sorry. There's just something on my shirt. It's just not your business. But anyway, so I made some of this last night and I served it to the kiddos, and it went over. It was good. I also had previously, I need to refill this, but I had made some purple ice flowers with dye-free food coloring, and that also went over very well, and so I need to refill that. But I have coffee right now that I need to take out of my molds first. So anyway, as I was saying, it was lovely. It's just, I feel like kind of silly. Like even my mom was like, well, did you make like a dessert? Did you do this? Did you do that? And my mom will forever say that she's not a good hostess, but I'm like, no. And she's like, you didn't offer her any dessert. The mom, you didn't offer her any dessert. You didn't have anything special made up. And I'm like, actually, no. She's like, are you okay? I really feel like life is getting you down. Like something's really going on with you, you know? And I'm like, no, I mean, I'm fine. I just, you know, me and my friends and my kids' friends, we go to set things up all the time and it never works out. And I'm not saying that I didn't think this was going to work out. It was just one of those things that I have been really tired lately. And I don't know, I wasn't prepared. I had snacks to offer the kids, but it was literally like opening my snack drawer and going, oh, how's this sound? Because it was like lunchtime, you know, and I'm like, well, what about this? What about that? I got some cheese sticks. Do you want this bunny cracker thing? Or like, how are we feeling about this? But then I get kind of paranoid because I never know what moms are allowing their children to have. And she brought a cooler with her, so I didn't know. I am new, okay? I am new. I have a 5-year-old, but there's a lot of things with mothering I'm still new to. And I feel like a lot of people have probably had play dates by this age. But for me, like, we really haven't had many. Especially ones that I've hosted. But my mom's like, but you host like other people. It's the mom thing. It's the mom thing. I am like, oh no, what if they don't like that or judge me or something? And the mom is not like that at all. That's the thing. It's so crazy. My brain is a crazy place to exist. It really is. I think I'm going to call it good. I made this lemonade last night with 3 lemons. I just used 2 because today this was so sour. It was so sour I had to dilute it even more. So this did not go very far when you have 5 kids. It's not going far. And that's fine. I have no problem with that. That's not what I'm saying. Okay. Sorry for all the moving around in my video. I'm not professional. All right. So. Sorry, I'll be right back. I did that as though I was going to edit this video. Did you notice how I did that? I don't think I'm going to edit this video. It's not even a good one. All right, let's give it a taste and just see. What do I have? A little sauce cup. I could do that. This one will last me a little longer with, you know, my kids. Now that's too watery. See? How do you know what to do? I will say that I keep the rinds from the one last night in there. And they also seem juicier. I feel like I got way more juice last night. Okay. But first, you don't see, try and try again. The berry farm is open. So, my mom and I are gonna take my kids to go pick some blueberries tomorrow. Very exciting times. I need to get some of this juice out so I can put some more lemon juice in. Yeah, see? It's just, it needs more lemon juice, but it needs more sweetener. That sweetener, that honeysuckle, I didn't put enough sugar in it because I felt like honeysuckle is sweet. And so I wanted the flavor of the honeysuckle to come through. And I needed more honeysuckle and more sugar and less water, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It was a good thought. It was the first time I ever did it, so whatever. I'm trying. In other news, while I was getting the girls down tonight, I was laying there and I did a little shopping because today I remembered that I had these like little pictures. And I've had like some different thoughts and blah blah and this and that of what I could do with them. But I've never done anything with them. And I went and I found them yesterday. And I thought, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna theme my classroom this way. So I have started working on our classroom. Okay. I was just gonna drink right out of that. What? That's enough lemon juice. You know what I'm gonna do? Because the honeysuckle is not coming through really well. I'll pour a little more of this in here. I'm gonna have to clean this camera off. I don't want... I mean, not that I don't want to advertise for them. But I just, you don't need to know where I live, you know? Found this jam today. This is actually from the berry farm, ironically. And, oh, it's so good. It's triple berry, tri-berry, blue, black, and elderberry jam. It is so good. I am gonna dissolve a little of this into this lemon juice that I pulled out a while ago. This is a tiny bowl. I'm just really trying not to dirty anymore. It's late. I gotta get ready to go berry picking tomorrow. I should be doing this with a fork, but I think this will give a nice color. And I think it'll add some sweetness. And maybe I'll throw a little extra sugar in there because I'm not kidding you. This is tart. And if I'm just sweetening it with that syrup that I made, it wasn't even syrup. You saw it was like liquid. Super not sweet enough. Super not sweet enough. Let's see about, look at that. Stop looking at it. I use raw sugar. What was that? Something was unwanted and unwelcomed in there. I don't even know. That looks like part of, oh, how would that have gotten in? There's part of a bay leaf. Anyway, I have just made an absolute stinking mess. Just a mess. Okay. Here we go. That sounded great, didn't it? The stuff you do for your kids. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not adding anything else to it right now. I am done. It didn't dissolve well, did it? Kind of made it, ooh, look at that. Yeah, and if I would have put it in a blender or something, that would have been good. Maybe it will dissolve overnight. It's probably just going to settle at the bottom. It was a thought. My whole counter is just lemonade. That's better. That's good. That's good. Sorry for the chaos. It is how the rest of my day has gone, though. And I mean, our little play date was cute. Like, it wasn't like it was bad. It wasn't. It's just, by the time they left, oh, I could add this in there. This needs to go too. Let's do that. Sorry. I said I don't care what anybody says, huh? This is some plum sauce that I made. I'll put that in there too. From my wild plums outside. It's almost time to pick those again. Open the thing. This, honestly, I should have just done this one. Yeah, that's a good sauce, like, consistency. There's no dissolving, like, it's fine. Let's see what that did. And then for real, I am moving on with my life. Anyway, the 2-year-olds were all just tired and hungry and done. Pretty color now. Oh, yes. Plum sauce. Mm-hmm. Didn't take much. Probably has something to do with the fact that there's actually, like, a fair amount of sugar in there. Like, it wasn't just water. Probably fairly helpful. Okay, and now that's out of my fridge. Yay! Look at me. And that's such a cute color. Okay, guys. But she told me that she's free on Wednesdays and usually free on Fridays. I'm like free every other Friday. Just because it needs to be the morning and I'm cleaning the health food store and stuff. So let's wipe up the disaster. I need another one of those to actually sanitize the counter. I should have wiped it up with a paper towel first, but here we are. I think the next thing I'll do though is go ahead and make the other mess I'm gonna make. So I have one of those left, and I'm gonna go ahead and get these out so that I can get this in the dishwasher so I can make my kids more of their ice. There's not that many in a mold, but it was fun. And the mom today was like, oh my gosh, you did what? And I thought, she was like, you do such fun, creative things for your kids. And here's what's so funny and very sweet to me about that she said that, is because I have so much guilt because I feel like I don't do that very well. I'm like, really? She was like, yeah. Little coffee flowers. Just because I had made the girls theirs and it was clean and I had leftover coffee in my coffee maker one day. And I was like, you know what? I like iced coffee and I like having coffee cubes and this is handy and I can have flowers in my coffee, I guess. I need to do the floors. Ow, dang it. Now I really need to do the floors. Now I really, really need to do the floors. Anyway, I need to do the floors and I need to get all my stuff. I don't look for us to be at the berry farm very long. They close at 11. We're going to go leave my mom's house. It's going to take us like 15, 20, well, probably 20 minutes to get there. And we're going to leave my mom's house about 9:30 or 10. We're not giving ourselves a ton of time. But I'm like, we'll pick a bucket, and if we have time to go for a second bucket, that's fine. And if we don't, that's fine too. So, I will say, the little purple flowers are much cuter than the brown flowers. But it's fine. Okay, here's my container. Come on. Sanitizing. I have made just an absolute utter mess of this place. Anyway, I really appreciate it if you watch my silly videos that I do really about nothing. I am going to try to update everybody whenever I get the classroom done. What we did the other day is got the desk that was in there out of there because it was a great big L-shaped desk, and that's not going to be what we need for homeschooling. So I already have a plan. The thing of it is I already have kind of a lot of furniture down in my basement, not doing anything. It's just sitting there collecting dust, not getting used, and it's fairly decent furniture. You need to be way farther away from me than this. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm like, well, I'm just gonna start bringing these things up. I'll use this for the books. I'll use this for like the pens and pencils and crayons and blah, blah, blah. And I was downstairs with my mother-in-law and I said, I've just got to get desks. And she goes, what's up with that table over there? And I was like, oh yeah, I forget about that table. I'm like, I really love that table actually. And Josh really likes it too. We just don't have anywhere to use it. She goes, why don't you use it for your desk? Why did I not think of that? I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to try it. And then I was like, well, all I have to do is get my daughter a desk now. And then I got to thinking, my mom has her old, like, it's like an antique desk, like the all-in-one piece desk. I don't know if it's in good shape or not because I know it had some water damage to it, my grandparents' old house. But I told my daughter, I said, we can go over there and look at that desk. And if it's in decent shape, because she was like, I'm going to get a desk and I'm going to paint it and blah, blah, blah. I said, you cannot paint it. You can decorate it. And I said, if that desk will work, then you can have it and use it. And like, we'll use that. And if not, I'll look around and whatever. And if that doesn't work, I have something I could use. But so anyway, it's coming together in my mind. I just have to physically make it come together. And right now all I have is a big empty space and then everything cluttered up around the rest of the room. But I know if I get another couple hours up there, it's really going to come together well. And so I've chosen the theme and I ordered some stuff and I'm kind of excited to like do it up and make it nice. And now I need to get some window clings because there's a window in the space. And I said we could change out the window clings like for the seasons, just like a school. You know, and it was bittersweet for me. My daughter got really upset when we got rid of the desk up there. And I said, well, believe me, I am like the one that's been at the desk the most. So if you go back on previous videos, like whenever I was documenting my pregnancy, I was upstairs in my office a lot because I used like a work break to do the video. But I just stayed at my desk because up and down the steps when you're pregnant kind of sucks. Or like a lot of times I would go ahead and eat my lunch up there, like so that I could use a break for something else or like whatever. And so it was just habitual and I just did it, and the lighting was decent. So, but that desk is the one we got rid of, and it's bittersweet. I did the whole pandemic, all the work from home stuff, and so yeah, I was like, yeah, it sucks. That was like my desk, but we're on to bigger and better things, and it just didn't meet our needs anymore. And I'm excited to be redoing the house in a way that does meet our needs now. That's what I've been working towards in this house. And it's a long, slow process when you are a stay-at-home mom and you have a tri-level home and you have two like smaller kids and they need you a lot, or they're bored or calling, it's hard. It's hard to get through that process. So it's been very long, longer than I would have liked, but we're finally getting somewhere and getting a direction. And honestly, choosing to homeschool has actually helped me with that, if anything. So that's great. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm going to stop this video now and sweep and mop really quick and then get everything ready for tomorrow. It is 10 o'clock at night, and I would like to sit down for a little bit before I go to bed, and this is why I'm always up so late. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.